Hey guys and welcome, my name is Darenk and today we're gonna talk a little bit more about the Beorning. Especially want to talk about yellow line and how to set up effective yellow line. Yellow line in my eyes is not support really as much as healing. It might be different in PvP, but I don't really do PvP, so for me it's all about healing. So the raw yellow line, we get Incursian Raw. It's a nice heal. Only in Bear, it costs 10 Wrath, so it's expensive. And if the let's talk about the Mark of Grimbeorn first. Mark of Grimbeorn is, think about a captain's Blade Brother. You just put it on an ally, and then that ally gets extra bonus every time you use certain skills. You also get Grimbeorn Spirit. Upon healing any target, blight to a target of Mark of Grimbeorn, plus 1% incoming healing. I can stack up to 5 times. You get 5% incoming healing every time you heal. So whoever has that mark basically has this up all the time. And then if you have Incursian Raw, we get the ally, or if the Mark of Grimbeorn is present, just get a little bit extra heal. So you want to put it on your tank or whoever you think needs the most healing. Let's pick the Raw. So I have 73 points, still missing that 1 point. I should get it soon, but it won't matter that much. First thing, I always put in the 3 points in Hardened Heart, which gives your heal the ability to generate Wrath, and you're gonna need a lot of Wrath for healing, so must have. Then the rest here, Fate, it's okay, not necessary. Raging Blow is nice. So what it does is, if in support, which means if we are yellow line, if this is our main line, striking a target with Vicious Claws will give you a marked target a short duration damage buff. So our Mark of Grimbeorn, which is gonna be our tank or whatever, is gonna get plus 5% melee damage, 5% tactical damage, plus 5% range damage, whatever we want. It goes up to plus 50% on rank 3. So we want this, and if we're like not healing or just a support thing, we might want to put this on a champion or something like that. Plus 15% damage. It's pretty nice. Remember, Vicious Claws is the interrupting thing. We're gonna talk about the Mark of Beorn here in a second. And then, since I'm thinking about healing mostly, we definitely want Incursian Strike. What it does is, strike an enemy with Slash, will give you a plus 5% outgoing healing, can stack up to 3 times, so you get plus 15% outgoing healing. Slash is one of your basic skills, so you want to have this up all the time. You will lose it when you go into bear form, because you can't use Slash, but when you're not in bear form, you want to build this up. I'm gonna skip the Fate for now. Desperate Shouts reduces the Wrath cost of your next heal by 50% or by 100%. You're gonna use Ferocious Roar anyway, and you might as well get a free heal out of it. It's nice. It's not great, but it's nice. Improve from Harden. Well, it improves one of your main heal skills. Definitely use it. Takedown gives you a fellowship attack and a knockdown, so you can interrupt skills that are normally not interruptible. So I would definitely take that. Same with Stampede. It's nice. Not super necessary as a healer, but gives rush to the whole fellowship and plus 8-second rush duration. Sure, why not? It also gives it. It only gives it to the whole fellowship if you're in bear form. That's important to remember. Shake Free. I really don't know if that's so great. You get a bubble if you use Shake Free, and also your Mark of Grimbeorn target will get a bubble as well. So it's extra thing, but honestly, 1,400 or 1,000. What is it gonna be, like 600 bubbles? It's not that great. If it would give the cooldown on Shake Free, that would be much better. It's nice, but I don't think it's significant enough. Maybe if you have an instance where you know that's gonna happen a lot, maybe. Incoming presence, extra fear duration. I will use it, it's nice. Just 6 seconds will push our Grizzly Cry up to 12 seconds, no 14 seconds. And that can help sometimes if, you know, you really need to fear something or stun something. 14-second fear duration is pretty nice. And Crippling Stings, Beast One also snares your enemies for a short duration. Unless you go in the moors, I wouldn't use it. Minus 30% run speed. I mean, I can't think of any instance right now where the tank will have to kite and you want to have this. Maybe in special instances, but I can rethink. This is more like for the moors. But as I don't PvP, so I really don't need this. I wish that, you know, this is the support thing, the support line, you should get the same as you get in red line where it's more incoming damage. I think that would be more useful in the raw. They might want to switch that. It makes more sense that this would be in red. You know, targets can run away from you, and then in support you would deal more damage. Makes sense to me. Nature's Mend will give you another heal that you can use in man form. Absolute must have. It's 2,500 heal, so it's not bad. It adds 10 to rev and has a 5-second cooldown, so that's a pretty good heal. Definitely want to use this. Healing increase, well, if you go in for healing, no brainer. 10% outgoing healing all the time. Levering Raw, I would use. It makes that your takedown is not a melee anymore, it's a range. You still cannot use it in bear form, but it does not deal any damage. You don't use this for the damage anyway. The 1,500, it's nothing. But having the ability to use this on range can be useful in some instances. So I would use it. Quick Mend will improve your Nature's Mend. Induction time reduction and Nature's Mend heal. I definitely use this. Nature's Mend is going to be one of your main heals. Piercing Raw is nice. If you have a boss that does a lot of damage, minus 20% damage, range, and tactical damage on the boss for 20 seconds. Really nice. And important here, if you have the mark of Beorn on it, that is doubled. So it's minus 40%. So the mark of Beorn is like the mark of Grim Beorn, just you can put it on enemies instead of allies. And then again here we can improve the Crippling Raw to give a minus 30%, well minus 50% run speed. I'm gonna assume this is not gonna double. Yeah, it's just gonna be double the minus percentage damage. And so you can get minus 50% running speed. Again, that's nice for the Moors or something. I can't think of anything where the tank wants to kite. So I wouldn't use it if you just PvE, but if you do PvP, you probably want to use this. And last is the Nature's Bond. 70% of all incoming healing is redirected to the target of Nature's Bond. Nice. That means if you do any AoE heals, anything like that, you will also heal, or 70% of that heal will go to you know, whoever you heal in your tank as well. This is a nice skill. It's not active all the time. You have to activate it. It's gonna last for 20 seconds. So it's a good thing of emergency healing, basically. You can see, since I'm not using everything here, we're gonna have 31 points left. So 31 is uneven, so you might as well put it in something. I guess it will be the bubble. Since everything else costs 2 trade points, it would have been a lost point. Might as well put it there and get that bubble going. Oh, let's talk about the side here. So Mark of Beorn, instead it's the same as Mark of Grim Beorn, but you put it on a target. What it does is you have it on and you hit that target that has it on, it changes a few skills. You can see down here the Grizzly Cry becomes AoE fear, which can be nice. Piercing Raw doubles the debuff, we already talked about that, and Vicious Claw lowers the target's chance to hit. Nice, it's a nice support thing, supporting the tank, basically. What to notice, if you put it on an enemy, it will trigger the enemy, so you can't put it on before fight, you always have to wait after the fight. Or after the fight started. Or if you want to trigger the fight with that, you can trigger it. 80 Assault. Renter Small now applies every 1 second. It heals for everybody within 50 meters for up to 2000 morale. Really nice. Relentless Small, if you're in Yellow Line, will channel for 8.5 seconds. So for 8 seconds, every second you're gonna heal everybody around you for 2000 morale. Really nice, really powerful skill. Especially if you have the Nature Bond on, since it's gonna heal yourself as well. You're gonna heal your tank double, basically. Really, really nice. Beorning Strike. When used on an ally bearing Beorning's mark, Sacrifice causes you to negate 25% of the redirected damage. Hearten gains increased healing. Hearten refunds its wrath cost upon use. And Cleanse cooldown is reduced by 50 seconds. So it just makes it more useful to use your skills on Beorning's mark. And you have to think who you want to put it on. So Sacrifice you might not want to use if the tank, maybe as an emergency skill, or you might more use if you're healing a healer or something like that. Increased healing, always nice. It refunds the wrath cost, which is okay. Problem is, of course, it's not in bear form, so you don't need the wrath right now. But it's nice. It will build your wrath faster, basically. And then the cleanse cooldown is reduced by 15 seconds, which is really nice. Down to 5 seconds, so you can keep everything off your tank all the time. Rejuvenating Bellow, just another heal, this time in bear form. It's an AoE heal. Does it say radius 20 meters? So everybody around you, basically, pretty much, as long as you guys are together. 3000, 3600 morale. You can hit with that for 12k if your tank has a lot of incoming healing and if you crit. So this is a really powerful heal, but it costs 20 wrath, so it's really expensive. Kind of an emergency skill. Use it when there's a boss that does an AoE skill and it's coming up, save up for this, and then use this. North Cotton Farm as an example. Honey Cleanse. After using Cleanse, your next healing skill gains plus 10% critical chance for every poison, disease, fear, or wound removed. Really nice. You can... I think your base, if you're good geared, it's 25%, so you get a 55% crit on your next healing skill. It's really nice, especially if you combine it with this, where your cleanse cooldown is reduced by 15 seconds. You can get your heal crit chance high all the time, as long, of course, you're removing poison, disease, fear, wounds. Sorry about that. So it's nice, not great, but nice. Greater Swarm. If Mark of Beorn is present, Beast One will now affect enemies around the target. So think about like the Lawmaster skill, I forgot what it's called. The Storm, where the Storm goes around one target and hits everything around it. So if the Mark of Beorn is present, everything around that target will take extra damage from Beast Swarm. It's okay, not great. It might have been better in Red Line, I think. I don't know why this isn't a support line. It doesn't really help you that much. And then the most important one, the Bond of Trust, is your healing skills have a 20% chance to restore 5% of the maximum roll of the ally bearing your Mark of Beorn. So, active all the time. 20% chance to restore 5% is pretty high chance. It's a lot of morale if you're healing a 35k tank. And also, the nice thing is, you don't even have to heal the ally bearing your Mark of Beorn. Even if you heal somebody else, that chance still will apply to whoever has the Mark of Beorn. So let's say you heal somebody else here for a second with Hearten, and that thing can still trigger and you can heal your tank as well. That's a pretty nice bonus, really powerful. So let's talk about where we want to put in those extra 30 points. Is there anything in the blue line that might be useful? Could put it in Vitality, could put it into the Fate. I like in Harm's Way really doesn't help you. Vigilant Raw, The reflect doesn't really help you that much. Rendering blows might be okay. I don't like the blue line that much. It's not that useful overall, the stuff you can get in here. So I would put all the rest into red line. I would especially put it into any advantage, give you an extra heal. So this heal can also trigger this. It can be active. That's on. You have a tank. You should always be behind the target, so you should heal yourself all the time, basically. It's nice, so that way you don't have to waste heals on you, and you can heal your tank. Gives you an extra heal, basically. Next thing, well, definitely critical chance. Critical chance will also apply to heals, so it will give you a 5% critical chance on your heals as well. Combined with this, you can get up to 50% or 60% crit chance on your heals, which is really nice. Let's see, well, you might as well get execute. Got a little bit damage in there, time to time. This might be useful as well. That way, you put this on your tank as well. You take less damage, but you get +2 rev per hit, so you can build your rev up faster. You get this only in bear form, so you can stay in bear form longer and can do your heals. So all the powerful heals are basically in bear form, so you want this. A lumber is nice, you can just stun somebody when you have rush on. Let's see what else. We have 4 points left. I don't really like anything else that much. So I think what I'm just gonna put it in is put it in here since we already have it, and then put the rest in Fate. So this is how I would do it for healing. If you do PvP, I would definitely put in switch around some stuff. You might want to play around with some other stuff. Blue line, only the first one is really worth it. And then there's a lot of red line. You could play around with getting the final strike and something. Well, I like this way of doing it. And then it's just updates. You can see here is the mark of Beorn, the mark of Grimbeorn. Also to note, if you're solo, sometimes you wanna go yellow line for some tough bosses. You can put this on you, and then some of your heals will be improved. So like your Harden will actually give you the 2 heals, and you can put the Nature's Bond on you. Actually, I don't know. Can you? No, cannot use on myself. That would be too powerful. You get the General Blow in here. Not sure why it's down there. See if you can get enough rev building here. That's pretty powerful heal, 7,000, and then the other heals. So your best heals are in yellow line. So you wanna be careful with the rev. You always wanna have like a little bit of extra rev, just for emergency heals if the tank gets hit pretty hard. If you wanna see this in action, I do have a video up, healing North Cotton Arm Tier 2, a Guardian, because it's easiest to heal. And I can show you how the Beorning basically can do this relatively easy. There's one hiccup in the end, but that's another issue. Just remember, Mark of Beorn does trigger the target. I had to learn that hard way. Anyway, thank you for watching. Please consider hitting the like button if you like this content, or to subscribe if you want to see more. And I'll see you guys next time. Thank you.